Great. So let me share my screen and I'll just give you guys some things to focus on. And these are totally things that you can do. Like they're not like super time consuming, anything like that. So it really is like, this is totally your business. If you start off being more so a discount coach, then we can just teach you how to just start to share. There's a couple things we'll still have you do as the same thing that working coaches do. And that way you can, at least people can know what you're doing. Hey, Maria. People can know what you're doing, because it's kind of like your storefront. If you open a store and no one knows that you're open, they don't know to come to you. So a lot of people are familiar with Beachbody coaches. Some people aren't. So if you at least say that you're starting a new journey, you're going to be sharing your journey along the way, then people know that if they need help, they can come to you. And I am going to talk a little bit about just kind of like showing up every day, and how just taking care of yourself is like your number one job as a coach, which is pretty amazing that you can be compensated on being your best self, really focus on physical, mental, emotional. All of that is so important, as it's all about all of that, not just like your physical self. There's so much more to being the best version of you, which I'm sure many of you can attest for. So getting to know the product. So obviously using product every single day, super important. So choosing a program and doing it from start to finish is basically what's going to bring you success, because people love watching journeys. They love seeing progress photos. So where most people are doing lift, either just finishing 8 weeks and starting a new one, along the way, we shared our journey. So pretty much every week, we shared our progress, either photos or non-scale victories, or that we were stronger, or that we were making better food choices, or that we could like still get results, but we had donuts or pizza that day. So just sharing all that, because people, they think that they have to be like really deprive themselves of eating, or they have to be like working out for an hour a day. So people just think that like it's not realistic to be able to have like a life and be healthy and get really good results. So really just choosing a program and sticking to it for the whole period. If it's 21-day fix, you do it for 21 days. If it's a 30-day program, you do it for 30 days. 8-week program, you do it the whole time, because you showing up every day is what people are going to be like, oh, if she can show up every day, when I need help, I will go to her because she can keep me accountable. If you do it for a couple of days and then you go like MIA for 2 or 3 weeks and then you come back, people aren't going to go to you for help, because you can't even keep yourself accountable with keeping a program going for every single day. So showing up every single day is the most important thing you can do for your business. And you can be open and real and honest. And I mean, the nice thing about Lyft is like, if you miss a workout, you just do it on another day, which is really nice. In the past, we've had most programs are 6 to 7 workouts a week. So if you miss one, you kind of feel like you have to get caught back up. And so we'd have to say, like, being real with our audience, I missed my workout today. Life was crazy. It got the best of me. Maybe I have to do a double workout tomorrow. And you're just telling people like, yes, I fell off for a day, but I'm getting back up on the horse. But that's what's nice about Lyft. You kind of just keep going and you don't fall behind. So really getting to know the products, using Shakeology, drinking the performance line. That way, when people ask you about them, you can tell them how you feel. I tell people which Shakeology flavors I hate, and I tell people which Shakeology flavors I love, but everyone is different. Recover, I'm like a chocolate fan. I drink orange now and then, but I really love the chocolate. A lot of girls on our team are all about orange. So you just have to try them so that you know how to tell people. You need to know how they make you feel. So Energize, it doesn't make you feel jittery and like your heart's going to jump out of your skin. You can tell people that it kind of just makes you want to move. That's it. That's how I explain it. Sorry. Is that you don't have that like, oh my gosh, like feeling that when I've tried other workouts in the past, pre-workouts in the past.
I love you.
So just really getting to.
I'm going to go watch this video upstairs so you don't listen to it.
I'm just going to stop share for a sec so I can.
Watch some porno.
No, it's.
Okay. Let me go back to screen share. I can't like manage people that are on here when I'm sharing the screen. Oh, okay. There we go. So getting to know the products, using the products is so important. And really just finding what you love and using it. And when new products come out, it's important to try them. It's our job now to be using these products. And there's going to be ones that you resonate with. There's going to be ones that you love. And there's going to be ones that you don't love. And that's completely okay. But you need to know how to tell people about them and how they make you feel. So telling people about the products, the lifestyle, sharing that on social media is like your ticket to having a successful business. It really is your storefront. And so using them on Facebook, on Instagram, whatever your two platforms are, just always showing up and sharing that and sharing, not blasting Shakeology all over the place or blasting Energize all over the place, but saying, I'm a busy mom, I'm on the go. I literally just made my superfood shake in 1 minute and I'm out the door with my toddler. Or my digestion's really good because of the superfood shake. Or I don't drink coffee anymore because I have this all natural, clean pre-workout that makes me crush my workouts and I'm getting kick-ass results from them. So it's like you talk about them and you talk about how it's making you feel, how it's making your everyday life better, because people see the lifestyle. They see, oh, she feels really good from the inside out. She has good digestion. She doesn't have Reese's peanut butter cup cravings at 3 p.m. every day because she's drinking this shake. I want to feel that way. I want to feel really energized. I want to feel good. So it's the lifestyle that people want. It doesn't matter what product you have. People want the lifestyle. So making people realize how these products can help them. People want to know what is in this for me. So they want to know, how is this product going to change my life? So you showing up every day, being consistent with your workouts, showing that you can have 4 30-minute workouts in a week and 3 rest days and still having amazing results, even eating donuts and pizza and having wine once a week. That's lifestyle. People don't think that can happen. So you sharing that every single week, your journey, your results, people on our team are the results, challengers in our group. There's so many things to be sharing every single week. But always remember, your number one job here is always yourself first. You have to be helping yourself before you can be helping others. And so your number one job every day is getting in your workout and drinking your shake and your supplements, which is pretty awesome. So the 4 vital behaviors that we do every day as a coach. So if you said quickly, like, what do you do as a coach? The number one is be proof the products work, which is exactly what I just talked about in the last slide. Do your workout, drink your shake, share, connect, and invite. So again, you're sharing this on social media, showing up every single day. So you're using the products and then you're sharing about it. Those are the first 2 things that you have to be doing every single day, because that's going to start people being interested in you, curious in what you're doing, and it's going to start conversations. So of course, we have to be diligent to invite people to our groups. But as you're showing up every single day, I've been showing up pretty much every single day for 5 years. And I'm always having people reach out to me because they see what I've been doing for 5 years. They're like, this girl's been drinking the same damn shake for 5 years. What is this shake? And so people still come to me and they know that I show up every day and that I am, whether they're interested in my challenge right now or not, I'm going to keep going. So I will always be here. So people know that when they're ready, they can come to me. And so that's what you earn that trust when you show up every day after a long period of time. So using the products, sharing them on social media, and just talking to people, connecting with people, finding out like what's going on in people's lives, and then asking them if they need help with their health and fitness. The nice thing about coaching, and what's different about coaching than other social medias, multi-level marketing, is that you're really changing someone's life. So it's not just about like selling a lipstick or a bag or skincare, where skincare is like one of the ones that I'm like, I do feel like at least you're changing someone's life because you're changing their confidence. But with coaching, like, you can change the longevity of someone's life. You can take people off of medications. People can lose different illnesses like type 2 diabetes. Like, that is such an amazing honor to have, to be able to help people in that way. And so you have to always remember, like, when you're asking people to help them with their health, that is nothing that you should ever be ashamed about, because it truly is an honor, and they should be happy that that's the way you want to help them. And personal development. So every single day we're either, if you're all working a full-time job right now, I was working crazy hours. I had long commutes. So my long commutes is where I did personal development. I was never in my car anymore with music. It was always personal development. So every single Tuesday, I would listen to the national wake-up call from the day before on my ride to work. I always had personal development going. So find podcasts that you like. Find them ones that light you up. Like, I would be done with my personal development and literally be like, I can go talk to the world right now. I could conquer anything I wanted, because it gives you that confidence. But you have to be doing it every day. It's just like your workouts. It's just like eating healthy. It's like a muscle. You have to keep building it. So if you do it once or twice, you don't get the same effect as if you're doing it every single day. So do it when you're in your car. Do it when you're making dinner. Do it when you're folding laundry. It doesn't have to be a lot of time, but if there's 20 minutes in your day that you can listen to personal development where you're not, where you're doing a mindless activity. So it's not like you're taking any extra time. Even as a full-time coach, I still have a hard time finding time to read personal development because I have a baby and I feel like I always have other things going on. So even now that I'm home, listening is so much easier for me. So do what works for you. And then recognition, just giving love to people, sharing that your challenger had one full week of no sugar, no soda, but maybe they can fit into their jeans that they couldn't fit into 2 weeks ago. Maybe it's shouting out one of your teammates. It's just loving on people, because people don't get this type of recognition in their everyday life. I worked at a job for 15 years and I worked my ass off, but I very rarely got recognized for the hard work that I did. And it just is like that, one of those things that kind of brings you down. And so recognition is one that actually got added into like our vital behaviors like a year or two ago. It used to just be the first 3, but they realized how important it was to recognize people for their hard work, because that's what makes people want to do more. If someone shouts you out for your hard work, you want to keep going. So your first goals as a coach. So really, like, even if you're a discount coach and you're like, I'm just working this to kind of get discounts, maybe cover some of my product costs, getting to Emerald rank is super important, because that's when you start getting kind of like free money. It's where residual income starts to come in. So anyone that you recruit underneath you, when they make purchases, you get volume from them. And then Beachbody turns that into bonuses, you could say. So even if it's $14, $28, $50 a month, that starts to add up. That can cover the cost of your monthly coaching fee. That could cover half the price of your cost of your Shakeology. So you're only spending $50 on Shakeology versus $100, which I feel like so many people are like, oh, I just don't want to, pay for the Shakeology. But it's like, if you just recruit a couple people and like make a challenge pack sale, you would have your Shakeology covered every single month. So that's the number one thing. If you have a spouse or a significant other, boyfriend, girlfriend, spouse, and if you don't have a spouse, mom, sister, best friend, like, find 2 people that are close to you that will support you in you getting to your first promotion, because that's where you can start. That's really where your business opens up, because you get that residual income. When you hear about us talking about making a lot of money every single week as a coach, it's from residual income. It's not from like the commission that we sell every single week. It's really based on the team that we grew beneath us. So even if you're a discount coach, it's kind of nice if you go to Emeralds, because then it covers the cost of things that it's just kind of like free money in a way. So that's always the first goal. And if helping 3 people, so if you probably bought a challenge pack to become a coach, or you bought a challenge pack at some time, which is Shakeology and Beachbody On Demand, or you bought Beachbody On Demand and the supplements, something like that. Anywhere from $160 to $180, depending on which package you wanted. So if you help 3 people do that, then that means that you would hit Success Club. It's pretty simple. If you say that if you hit Success Club every month in your business, you will have a very successful business. So like, I've hit Success Club for like 60 months in a row. I've been a coach for like 5.5 years. Once I knew that was like guaranteed the growth in my business and the income that I wanted, I just would hit that every single month. So I always will help at least 3 people. My non-negotiable went up to 5 because I knew that would mean more income for me and faster growth in my business. But it's 3 people. It's just 3 people every single month. You find 3 people. So even if it's one person every 10 days, you find to help with a challenge pack, you're going to start bringing in income, and you're going to start bringing in residual income every month. So when that person buys a challenge pack, next month when their Shakeology ships, you make another $30. The next month that their Shakeology ships, you make another $30. The next month maybe that their performance line ships, you make, it's probably like $25. So it's not just that initial sale, it's every time their shipment comes. And these people are also people that are perfect to grow your team. So again, we talked about Emerald Rank, recruiting 2 coaches. Yeah, it's great if you have a family or a spouse or a best friend to get you started. But then these people that are buying product from you, they're going to get results. It's 30-day money-back guarantee. If people aren't getting results, it's just because they're not following the program and doing what the program tells you to do. But people that follow it get amazing results. And then they're like, oh, well, maybe I'll just get the discount. So even if someone is like, I just want discount on product, they become a coach under you. So that grows your team. Maybe someone says, well, I'm getting awesome results, and now like my best friend is interested in doing a program. Then you can say, hey, would you be interested in signing up with me, getting discounts? Maybe you want to do this coaching thing along with me and just get some money coming in as income. So that's where the 3 people is so important every single month. It guarantees growth in your business. It guarantees income in your business. It guarantees you're going to grow your team underneath you, and you hit Success Club. And Success Club is pretty much, like I said, it's a good way to measure your business, but it's also how you earn the free trips every single year. So if you hit Success Club every single month, you basically earn a free trip every spring, where you can bring a friend, a husband, and then you can pay like a small amount extra if you have children and want to bring them. But every single spring, Mike and I know that we have a vacation to go on because I always hit that Success Club. So some people just want to be coaches literally for discount and to go on a trip every month, every year. And so whatever your goals are is fine. But that's just like the extra little bonuses that come here. Like, okay, for doing my job every year, I get to now go on a trip every year. So it's amazing. And if you get Success Club in your first 3 months, so if you sell 3 challenge packs, your first 3 months as a coach, and it's your first 3 full months. So if you sign up like July 15th, then your first full months would be August, September, October. Then you earn a ticket to Summit, which is a $250 value. It's the most amazing. It's our annual convention, and it's so much fun. So you earn that trip, which is pretty cool, the ticket. So again, this is just like a little map of it showing you like what is Emerald. You can see on the far left is coach with a circle, a white circle. That's a coach that's inactive. Once you purchase a product, so if you purchase a challenge pack or anything that's over 50 points value, which is pretty much $50 worth, you become an active coach, which is why it's now blue. And then to become an Emerald, and the next one, the green one, you have to have 2 coaches underneath you that are Emerald, that are active. So if you sign up your best friend on your left and you sign up your mom on your right, then you go Emerald. And then the next ones are your next goals of Ruby and Diamond. Nothing you need to know now, but Emerald in 7 days is really what we aim for. Okay. We only have a couple more slides and then we'll be done. So fitness journey versus business journey. So they're very similar in the ways that they don't happen overnight. You guys know that. We're pretty blessed that we have programs that you can get amazing results in 21 days or less. I feel like even when we were doing Lift 4, after like 1 or 2 weeks, the results people were having were like mind blowing. So we are blessed that we can get results really fast with just good nutrition and effective workouts. But it doesn't happen overnight. And that's why showing up every single day, being in the challenge groups, being in the accountability groups, engaging in those groups, because the more you're engaged, the more you're going to get out of it. And the more it's exciting when you have people in there to help, it keeps you accountable. I wouldn't be where I am today of losing, 50 pounds. Then I lost 30 pounds after I had my baby, and where I am, where I feel like the best in my life, if I wasn't a coach, because I have this huge team of girls that has my back no matter what. And if I'm having a rough day, I know I can go to any of them. They give me a little pep talk and then you're back on track. So it doesn't happen overnight. You have to be consistent with everything in life, right? Consistency is key. And you have to track your results. So it's not always about the scale with your fitness journey. You have to take pictures. You have to measure, because that is where a lot of the results come in. Girls will be bummed. They're like, oh, I lost 2 pounds, that's it. Or I even gained a pound. And then they're like, oh, my jeans are falling off. So you have to track. Success is twofold. You can't work out and eat crappy. You can't eat well and never work out. So it is like 80% nutrition, which is for sure, which I think is really where Shakeology helps with nutrition. Because I mean, how often is it that you like eat really well, you drink your Shakeology, you feel amazing, and then you want to go like run to like Burger King and just like inhale something that will make you feel like crap? Probably not. So keeping on track with your fitness and nutrition. When you do one, you want to do the other. So doing both. As soon as you stop, results will get farther away. So of course, maybe you miss a day of your workouts. Try not to miss 2 days of your workouts, because you know it's harder to get back on track. You get into this mindset of like, oh, it's okay, it's just one day. And then another day comes, and then another day comes. And it's so hard to get back on track. So just always get back on the horse when you're having a bad day. Check in with your accountability group, check in with your coach, and just get back on track. Not comparing yourself to others is so important, but so hard, because sometimes you see girls and you're like, oh, I want to be where they're at. But you have to know, like, we all start on page one, right? We all have our own beginning, but we all have our own different journeys. We all have different things going on in our lives. You can't compare yourself to someone else's life when it's like apples to oranges. So, and you never know what's going on in that other person's life as well. It may seem like all rainbows and butterflies, but it may not be. So really just putting your blinders on and focusing on yourself is what's going to keep you consistent and seeing results the fastest. And don't overcomplicate things. I mean, the programs we have are like super straightforward. Today's Monday, do this. Today's Tuesday, do this. Today's Wednesday, go rest. Today's Thursday, do this. I mean, it is so straightforward, and it's 30 minutes of workouts for the most part, and they tell you exactly what to do. Nutrition, super simple. Once you get the hang of the color-coded containers and just the way that Beachbody programs with their nutrition work, it's very simple. And so just try not to overcomplicate things. Same thing with your business. It doesn't happen overnight, guys. I mean, if you're in this business, you need to be here a year from now, because you're always learning things, and you have to earn people's trust. And like, you doing a 30-day to a 60-day program is where the trust starts. And so you showing up every single day, like I said before, and focusing on yourself and sharing that is what's going to make you successful. So like, we aim to have people to get their investment back in their first month by helping 3 people. Because usually people are, when you share that you're a Beachbody coach and you're starting your own journey, and you share maybe even some 2 to 3 week results, people are like, oh yeah, I've tried that a long time ago. I'd love to do it again. Or I would love to do that right now. I'm going on vacation in 3 weeks. So you do get some initial interest from people that we try to get you seeing results as fast as possible with some income, but you really do have to earn that trust over a certain period of time. Again, you have to track to see your results. So whether you are a pen and paper girl, whether you like to do spreadsheets, you have to be tracking. So if you reach out to Susie and she says, oh, this really isn't a good month, I am going on like vacation in 2 weeks and I just have too much going on, but check in with me next month. And you don't write that down, you're not checking in with Susie next month, and there's probably someone else that will reach out to her and they'll become her customer. So you have to be tracking. People are going to say no to you all the time. I will tell you this now, that no is going to be very familiar in the messages that you get back from people, because it's human nature for people to think they're not going to be successful, they're going to fail, they're going to lose out on money, and they don't want to commit. And so when people say, no, it's not the right time, it's important for you to just say, okay, is it like a money thing? Is it a timing thing? Talk to them more, see what it is. If it wasn't about, if there wasn't money involved, is there anything else you'd be worried about? And people will say, well, I've tried so many things in the past, but nothing has worked. So it's really just talking to people and getting to know how you can help them, because these programs can help anybody. We have from, yoga to super light to crazy cardio to heavy lifting. Wherever people are, there's something for everyone. And so even if people can't work out, even if they're like, I can't work out right now, I have an injury, we have a program for that. So it really is about talking to people, and you have to write it down so that you know to follow up. If you don't follow up with people, it's just about the sale. Because if they say, no, I'm not interested, and you're like, okay, whatever, I'm all set and move forward, then it's about the sale. But if you check in with someone and you're still having a conversation with them and saying, hey, how's your weekend? Oh, I saw your kids did this. How are they doing with that? And then a month later you say, hey girl, I know last month was crazy. Is now a better time? They actually care that you care, that you're actually checking back in with them. So the fortune is in the follow-up. 80% of your business and income is going to be from you following up with people. It might be 5 times, it might be 7 times, it might be 10 times. But until you hear about 10 no's from somebody, you'll eventually get a yes, but you have to keep following up with people. So that's why tracking is so important. Success is twofold, public and private. So again, so much of this is public. You have to put it out there. You have to be open to sharing. You have to be willing to put this out on social media. This is network marketing, because that's how you grow. Majority, 99% of my team, 99% of my customers were strangers to me. I met on online. It's the people that are closest to me actually that took longer. And so it's kind of funny how it can work, but you have to be open to putting yourself out there so that you can help as many people as you can. And we're blessed to have social media so that we can help so many people. We're expanding, we just expanded to the UK. So we're in a few different countries now, and they're just going to keep growing. So if you don't have social media, how are you going to find Joanna in the UK, right? And then private as well. It's doing the work that we tell you to do. It's messaging people and connecting with people, with starting relationships, inviting people to the challenge groups and to the business. So that stuff is the things you do in private. As soon as you stop, results get further away. The same thing. Being consistent is so key here to your success. Again, showing up every single day for your workout, showing up every single day for your nutrition. That's always number one. And then doing the things that we tell you, if you can for 10 minutes, message people today. As long as you can do one thing to move your business forward every single day, you won't get into that backwards rut, but you always want to do at least one thing to move yourself forward. Comparison, again, keep your blinders on. Every coach was in the same spot when they started, completely clueless. Some had no social media followings. Everyone is different. And so you can't just compare your chapter 1 to someone else's chapter 8. So just blinders on, do what we tell you to do, and you will be successful as long as you're consistent. And don't overcomplicate it. Me as your upline coach, I have everything you need to be successful. So when you bring on a new coach, I'm here to help you with that. Or your coach that is, if I'm not your coach, like you have upline, you have enough people that are going to be helping you with this so that you can basically take what we have done and you just give it to them. So you don't have to be creating anything that's new. Again, don't overcomplicate it. We do these trainings. We tell you exactly what to do so that you don't Google, what do I do as a Beachbody coach? Or how do I be successful as a coach? We tell you exactly what to do. So what is next? So if you are new, you should be getting a welcome email from your coach that will just give you a few first to-dos. Maybe it's order a book. The New Coach Academy will be in that email as well. It's a 7-day academy. It's literally takes 20 minutes a day. Some girls get back to me and they're like, I just did all 7 days. I had the day off from work and I just knocked it all out. So I say to focus on 7 days because then you can just keep going. If it takes you a month to do it, then you're it drags things out. So aim for 7 days. If it takes you 10 days, that's fine, but aim for 7. Committing to your program. What program are you doing? What shake are you drinking? What supplements are you drinking? And what are you reading or listening to? Beginning to share your journey. So doing your coming out post is super important. I will post, I can give you guys a little template to use, but this is something you can work on with your coach. It's basically kind of saying, I'm starting this new journey as a coach. Why did you sign up? Who were you before you signed up? Maybe you're I was at a place in my life where I was not happy in my own skin. I hated that I went to my closet and nothing fit. Or maybe it was something else. It doesn't have to be about your body or your weight, but just why you felt like coaching could benefit your life. And just saying, I'm super excited to start sharing this journey with you. And I appreciate your love and support along the way. Super simple. Doesn't have to be anything crazy. It's just you putting yourself out there. Again, don't overcomplicate things. One step at a time. If I say to you, if you're my coach and I'm focus on your 7-day training this week, just focus on that. Don't worry about any notifications, any other Facebook groups, just focus on that. So don't get overwhelmed. You are going to get overwhelmed, but just when you do, try to reel it back in, think, okay, what did my coach tell me to do this week? and just being consistent. This is the most important thing you can do. And honestly, it's amazing that to be a really successful coach, you basically just have to like be the best version of you. Using your resources. So the Coach Online Office is your back office. The team page is on Facebook. CoachFAQ.com. Anytime you have a question, if it's, shoot, what ingredients are in Shakeology? Wait, what's that form that I need to fill out for that person? Anything related to coaching, CoachFAQ.com, and put it in. You will find it. If you don't, Google it. I Google everything every single day. There are so many forms and different things, and if you literally Google anything and then add Beachbody, what you need will come up. The National Wake Up Call is an amazing resource. It's every Monday. It's now live on Facebook. They do like a Facebook Live. It's a top coach that they share their struggles, they share what's working for them, and it is like so inspiring. And so that's live on Mondays, but a lot of people can't get on them live because they're working or anything. So there is a podcast. This is what I used to listen to when I was in my car. So it's this purple, let's see if I can show you guys. So the purple icon there is podcasts. So you should have that on your phone. And then there's one for Team Beachbody podcast. And so every week, just listen to this in your car or when you're doing something you're not using your brain. They're usually like 20 to 30 minutes. They go over at the beginning. There's usually like 10 minutes of them talking about announcements, products that are coming, like announcements and things like that. But if you're pressed for time, fast forward to the coach that comes on, and they're usually about a 20-minute talk. Team calls are first and third Sunday of every month. And we just go over things we can do to be better as a team, things that we can do, anything that I feel like is helpful for you guys. A lot of times Allison from Ignited Nation, she's my upline coach, will tag team and do things together and things like that. So just know team calls first and third Sunday of the month, usually 8:30 Eastern. And that's it. So if you guys have any questions, you can unmute yourself. But that's really it. And I know it's like a lot as I'm saying it, but I'll send a welcome email to if you're my new coach. And it's just like you're going to keep hearing the same stuff over and over again. Help 3 people every single month. Hit Success Club. Get your workout in every single day. Reach out to people and start talking to them. Invite people. It's the same thing every single day. Coaching isn't hard. It's just you have to be consistent. So that's really it. So if you're new and you haven't done a coming out post, that'll be your goal for this week. So make sure you chat with your coach about that. Even if you're a discount coach, like tell people what you're doing. If you've already, and some girls are like, well, I haven't really been like doing a workout program yet, but like if someone says to me, oh, I love Shakeology, I want to get it at a discount, you have something to share. You can share about the way it makes you feel. If it makes you feel like you have more energy, whatever it is, you have something to share. So you have something to share about your coming out post. Everyone has a story. So you can get help with your coach on that. And if you haven't done the 7-day training, focus on that for this week. Every single month, we do like a team 21-day training. So once you guys are done with like your 7-day training, your coming out post, maybe you'll have a call with your coach. Like after the 7-day trainings, I like to have a call with my coaches to go over questions from the trainings. But other than that, like you focus on that, and then we can get you in like the accountability trainings, where we basically tell you like, today you need to post about this. Today you need to reach out to set your timer for 20 minutes and start talking to people. So we literally tell you exactly what to do. So it's pretty straightforward. And it's good accountability for the whole team. It's good for the team morale. It's good for team energy. And it's a good way to stay consistent with your business. So even me after 5 years, you know, I'll say, oh my gosh, I forgot to post on Facebook today. And having this 21-day thing really helps. So if you guys have any questions, you know, when you get off this, reach out to me, reach out to your coach. We're all here for you. But I just wanted to give you kind of like the basics of what you do as a coach. Really focusing on your own journey is always 100% most important thing. Sharing it and just doing the vital behaviors. So if there's no questions, I'm going to